Now, local news about local people. This is Newslink, Indiana.
Good evening, I'm Chris Bavender. Thanks for joining us. 2005 is off to an unusual start as far as the weather is concerned. Newslink, Indiana's Nicholas Ferreri explains.
Heavy rains moved across east central Indiana Monday with flood watches and warnings issued around our region. But Ball State professor Robert Schwartz says rain isn't the only oddity we're experiencing.
So you can see we've had very seasonably warm weather, unseasonable warm weather, I should say. A lot of precipitation.
The rain, along with melting snow, saturated the ground quickly, forcing water onto streets and into drainage ditches.
Ultimately, the rain flows into area rivers. With rapidly falling rain like that brought by last night's and today's storms, the rivers rise quickly.
The Delaware County Emergency Management Agency, though, does not expect many areas to overflow their banks. Temperatures above freezing have prevented the rain from changing into snow. If snow fell instead, the story would be much different.
As a rule of thumb, it's about 1 inch of precip gives about 10 inches or so of snow. So this would be much more than 10 inches, considering the accumulation over the past few days.
Don't expect January to be completely without snowfall, however. The January average for our area is slightly above 9 inches. In Muncie, Nicholas Ferreri, Newslink, Indiana.
The National Weather Service predicts above average temperatures and precipitation amounts to continue for the rest of the month. The Delaware County Sheriff's Department says one person was taken to the hospital after their car rolled over on Interstate 69. It happened around 3 this afternoon. It blocked one northbound lane just north of the Daleville exit for almost 20 minutes. Police say there were only minor injuries. Deputies wouldn't say, however, if weather played a role in the accident. Since the December 26 tsunami, the American Red Cross has raised $51 million for the disaster area in Southeast Asia. According to the Red Cross, the money has come from individual donations as well as the Hoosier Heartland chapter, which raised more than $2,000 from Jay, Randolph, Delaware, and Grant counties.
Oh, the nation, the community has been phenomenal coming together around this. It happened at a feel-good time of year for America during the holidays, Christmas season, New Year's. People are feeling generous with very little publicity.
To donate, contact the Red Cross at 765-284-3361 or send your donations to 325 East Washington Street, P.O. Box 1108, Muncie 47308. Make checks payable to ARC International Response Fund. Delaware County's court system plans to try innovative ways to deal with a backlog of cases. Newslink Indiana's Jason Luzak has more on the first warrant amnesty day.
Delaware County Circuit Court 4 is trying to do some early spring cleaning.
We're trying to get rid of the older cases.
Delaware County Circuit Court 4 is so backlogged with cases, there are around 400 warrants still outstanding. Judge Fike was trying to find a way to alleviate the pressure that puts on the court, so he decided to hold what he called the first ever warrant amnesty day.
I don't think it's been done here before, at least not. I've been practicing here since '78 and I don't remember it.
Fike also says this will help reduce jail overcrowding because fewer people will be brought to jail for outstanding warrants. No one waiting to take advantage of warrant amnesty would talk to us, but one complaint from those showing up for Amnesty Day was that the offer was not well publicized. Once granted amnesty for the warrant, a court date is scheduled for the charges that are pending. The original charges like theft or writing bad checks against the person still stand. Fike says this could turn into a yearly process. He says people should not be afraid to take advantage of the amnesty offer.
I'm sure there's some trepidation. There could be a sting operation, but it's not.
In Muncie, Jason Luzak, Newslink, Indiana.
8 people took advantage of the amnesty offer today, according to Circuit Court 4 officials. State officials have hired a consultant to study whether more safeguards are needed to prevent cheating on Indiana's annual standardized test for public schools. The consultant's hiring to assess the Indiana Statewide Testing comes 2 weeks after a Muncie 3rd grade teacher was suspended for allegedly pointing out wrong answers to her 3rd grade students during testing. Education experts fear cheating on standardized tests will worsen as federal pressure grows to improve scores. Well, now here's Jennifer Cook with a look at our forecast. Jennifer?
Thanks, Chris. For the day today, we topped off the day at 50 degrees, 16 degrees above the average for this time of year. Our low tonight we're going to reach later tonight, 42 degrees, well above the average low. We've seen about an inch of rainfall throughout the past 24 hours, and we're expected to see about an inch more of rainfall throughout the next 24 hours. So make sure you are aware of standing water and rising streams and creeks along with rivers. Another concern is a winter storm watch that will begin tomorrow night. So we do have a chance for seeing some freezing rain during the day on Wednesday and then snow flurries for the day on Thursday. But currently we're sitting right where this low pressure system is, just to the east and between two of them, and just to the north of this frontal system. It's going to continue to move east, so throughout the night tonight we are going to see some clearing, although we may continue to see some light drizzle. Then our next system is going to move back in for the evening on Tuesday. When we zoom in, you can see we're sitting just to the north of this frontal system. 1 a.m. we're going to see the clearing throughout the day on Tuesday, along with some drizzle, more rain later on. But check out those temperatures. To the north of the frontal system, we're seeing 40s, 42 in Muncie, 43 the capital city, and upper 30s out to our west. But to the south of this frontal system, we're seeing 50s, 58 in Louisville, 50 in Cincinnati, and then 48 out in southern Illinois. We're going to continue to see our rain move in throughout the evening. So 7 p.m. on Tuesday, we're going to see the rain move back into our forecast. Before tonight, we're going to see light rain drizzle. Like I said earlier, some clearing, a low of 40 degrees. For the day tomorrow, we're going to see our temperatures steady throughout the day. We're going to top off the day at 42 degrees, more rain in the afternoon, although we're going to see some light winds out there too. Then on our 5-day forecast, check out Wednesday, freezing rain as we hit that freezing point on Wednesday evening. Then Thursday, we have a chance for seeing some of that rain change over into snow. That's why we have the winter storm watch. And then for the day on Friday, we're going to see the sun come back into our forecast and then rain again for Saturday.
The small town of Alexandria has something so big even Guinness has recognized it. Newslink Indiana's Alyssa Rossmate paints a picture of one local man's roadside attraction that's drawing crowds from around the world.
Layer upon layer upon layer. More than 18,000 layers make up the world's largest ball of paint. Mike Carmichael has been adding blue, red, and every other color of the rainbow for more than 27 years.
It's like a piece of art to me. I mean, it is art to me.
Art that's gained lots of attention, from Ripley's Believe It or Not, Guinness World Records, even minor celebrity Tom Green has visited.
I think we led more of a quieter life before. I mean, we didn't have that many people know us, but it's kind of fun meeting different people.
I want people to be involved with it. You know, I want them to paint it, and I want them to sign it or whatever they want to do. I want them to feel it and touch it.
Mike says visitors can stop by anytime and add a coat of paint to the ball. You'll get your picture taken, a certificate, and your name added to the record book.
I keep track of everything.
Like the color of each layer, the weight now at more than 1,300 pounds, and the circumference, 115 inches and growing.
But we had so much encouragement, we just kept on going, and time got away from us, and this is how big it is now.
With the new building for the giant paintball almost complete, this may be just the beginning. In Alexandria, Alyssa Rossame, Newslink, Indiana.
You can see the paintball for free at 10696 North 200 West in Alexandria. The Carmichaels accept donations to help with the cost of painting the ball. And that is Newslink Indiana. Join us tomorrow at newslinkindiana.com for more news.